am on my A game tonight, I think. I hope.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, welcome to the show. Unlike the Magic Live, we do a podcast on
and
iTunes,
YouTube Live.
Stitcher Radio. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't say. I said Facebook Live.
True.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Thank you for that.
You can go ahead.
We are on time today. Welcome to the show.
Told
if
you.
You're new to the podcast or live show, you found us on Facebook, go check us out on iTunes or Stitcher Radio. The links are above. You should definitely go check us out. What's going on, everybody?
In my shirt tonight? I don't know. It's some crazy.
What is going on with your shirt over there?
Okay, sorry.
Over there, buddy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome to
Linda, Dan.
the show.
Yay! It's Monday. We have some really fun things to talk about today.
I talked to Dan off air today.
I know. I'm kind of jealous.
In real life.
I know.
Had a real life conversation with someone from the show.
It was real life.
Well, I don't know. He could have been fake, but it was on
Was
the
it
phone.
fake life?
It was on the phone, so I don't know.
Perfect. Happy Monday. Yes, Mary. Happy Monday. Good evening, Karen. Troy's here. Amy's here. Oh my gosh, everybody. You guys are
I have
awesome.
to pull up
Rob,
the show here. Sorry, hold on one second. Whoops.
Rob, yes, we are on time.
I know.
Told you. BJ, we are A game today.
Dan says not fake, so he is real. See?
He has his goofy mug tonight.
My goofy mug. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I think this is going to be a fun show. If you're just joining us, tell us where you're from. If you're new to the show, introduce yourself and like our post right here. And the page if you haven't yet. Do me those couple favors. Hey Troy, hey Amy.
So bossy.
Hey Melinda, should be used to it by now.
I know.
Don't you think?
If you're joining us, here's what you need to do. Here's your checklist.
Yes.
Sorry, you guys.
What is on the agenda tonight, Connie?
So, I obviously want to talk about...
So basically,
which by the way, now everywhere I go, I'm hearing that word over and over again. Like, I hear it everywhere I go and I'm pulling it out.
it's like when you say, look at the red car and all of a sudden you see red cars everywhere.
It's like when somebody says the word like and then you can't stop saying it or you hear it over and over again.
Yes.
Which I'm guilty of that
You
too.
do that too?
Yes. Hi, Brian. So the agenda today is going to be just really excited about something coming up in the next few days.
What's that?
There's a countdown clock. Let's see. Let me grab the countdown clock here.
For what?
For something really, really fun. Let's see.
I'm excited for this.
In 3 days, 13 hours, 56 minutes, and 38, 37, 36 seconds.
Well, what is it?
Is the D23.
Expo.
And we are going. Yay!
I know, we finally booked our tickets today. So we'll be...
Just a few hours ago, actually.
Yeah.
Hello, Denise.
Hey, guys.
So we're really, really excited because we weren't sure if that was going to happen. But it's happening. And we are getting on... We're getting on a very early flight in a few days.
Thursday
and
we'll
we
be
are
there.
going. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be my first...
D23.
D23 Expo, and I've sort of asked around to see what we can expect. We don't have a booth or anything specific for us.
No.
We're just kind of hanging out and seeing.
We're going to hang out in the lobby, actually.
Yeah, are we even going inside?
I don't think so. I'm just going to hang out and ask people questions.
As long as we get there.
Yeah.
Maybe we can sneak in somehow.
Yeah, we'll get in there.
I'm just kidding.
Talk to some people, definitely meet up with some people, see some friends. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people that I'm excited to see.
You know him. You
I
know him.
I'll be a lot of people that I know.
Yeah, every 2 minutes you're going to say that.
I know.
I'm just really excited because, obviously, it's the D23. I've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time. Even before we started the podcast, like it was something that I felt it was like this exclusive thing.
2 years ago, the D23, I really wanted to go to that one. And I
Yeah.
said, you know what? I'm going to the next one.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm not going to the next one.
Yeah.
So we made it happen.
We had a few bumps and hiccups,
There
but
was a few issues that we had.
we're going. Hopefully we get there on time.
I think, well, we're giving ourselves... Oh,
There's no snow predicted.
yeah, that's true.
So it should be okay. We should get there.
I want to know what everybody's most excited about for D23. Is there any certain announcement or movie, parks that you're excited to hear about or you want to hear about? Like, what should we do when we're there? I don't really know.
Other than just fangirl everywhere, like that's what I'm going to be in awe just all day.
Yes. Well,
Every day.
Mary says, will you be able to do some Facebook Live with that? Yeah, I'm hoping so.
The plan...
That is the plan is to do as many as possible.
All right, we're coming up with our strategy and plan tonight.
True.
So, but yeah, that's gonna be. We're gonna try to be a little bit more organized than the last time we were out in California.
Well, the last time that we were in California for Disneyland,
it was just a lot.
It was only 3 days,
and it was a lot to take in, and it was the flights really. It's not a very long flight, but that short few hours of adjusting your body clock was kind of challenging on the children.
Yes.
And by children, you guys all know what I mean. Sorry. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm really excited.
We will do some Facebook Lives for
sure. You better do some Facebook Live, if not.
Do you want us to do Facebook Live in D23 or in Disneyland or both or in like Starbucks in Los Angeles? I don't know.
All the new updates and new attraction announcements. Yes, we are taking the kids. They actually didn't believe us. They said, "You gotta pack. We're leaving in a few days." They didn't think we were going. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Well, we've been debating for the last 2 weeks on whether we can go or not, and it's finally,
we can stop using the word "if we go."
Right.
To we're going, and yeah.
Yeah.
So we're really excited. I'm excited about.
I like the live streams. I would much rather do the live streams than the podcast. You guys know that. That's for sure. They're much easier for me, especially if we're in the parks or something. You can just kind of hang out and just hop on the camera. The thing is, they're 3 hours behind us. So if it's like 8 o'clock, if it's 8 o'clock there, it's 11 o'clock here.
It's gonna be really
so you
random.
have to do it earlier.
Yeah.
Or later.
Or sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. I'm just, I know that there's gonna be a lot happening there. I know that there's got to be so much that's going to be announced, so I'm really looking forward to that. I would love to see sort of all these rumors that are swirling around sort of confirmed finally. It's really hard to not talk about the rumors and not get excited about things or heartbroken about things. I'm sure you guys have heard about the Tomorrowland Speedway possibly changing. So
what do you think about that?
I think I need to watch Tron.
I know. A lot of people are excited about that.
That's been a problem. It's been...
I wonder if that's going to be like your Pirates of the Caribbean, where you didn't want to watch it at first, and then you ended up...
And then I'm a total fangirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know for sure that's going to happen. So we'll see once I see it. I think a lot of people have said or mentioned that it's getting tired. The cars are getting tired looking, or... there's mixed feelings all along. And again, it's Disney World. Disney, is it supposed to be a museum? Or, so it's a fine balance. I don't know.
Are you guys excited for Tron? Yes or no in the comments. I want to see if you guys are excited or if you like the ones what they're keeping now. Also, I think that it's going to be fun to actually go live in the parks at Disneyland. We've seen it once. That's kind of over, so now we can kind of live stream and like show people around a little bit, and it's our second time, so we can go re-experience the things that we didn't get a chance to.
Robert says the more live streams the better, keep that news coming. And Brian says, can I be one of your kids? That's hilarious.
Hi Patty. Dan says yes. Karen says not sure what it is. Chelsea says meh. Amy, meh. Gail, yes. BJ, yes.
At first, I was reading Robert Chapman's comments, and I thought it said that our live streams keep getting better and better. And I was like, wait.
What did he say?
It says, the more live streams, the better. Keep that news coming, which I agree.
Oh.
And I said, but when I first read it, I didn't read it out loud, and I thought it said that our live streams are getting better, and I'm thinking, meh.
I think...
I've had a few weeks that I'm definitely not, I don't know.
Prepared?
I wouldn't say prepared, just a little preoccupied.
That's true. We've been going through some things here the last couple weeks that we haven't expected, so the live show has been kind of like hectic a little bit.
Claire says the original Tron is good, but very dated and slow, so I recommend the remake first.
The original Tron is good, but it's dated and slow.
Visuals are great.
Yeah.
And Kyle says, hey you all.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
What's going on?
Should make for a great ride. It could. I think from what I've seen, again, I haven't seen the movie, but I know of Tron, like pictures.
I've never seen the movie either.
I think it will be cool, just with Tomorrowland in general. Like I think it would be very fitting.
It definitely is futuristic.
I think it goes better than the Tomorrowland Speedway.
Well, I think the Tomorrowland Speedway when it came out was like kids driving in cars. That's what
Yeah,
you have.
but you think of
ride.
Tomorrowland,
Yeah.
you think of futuristic.
True, I agree with you. So it's going to be a good fit. Just I hope I've never seen the movie.
Like Megan says, electric cars in Tomorrowland seems fitting. Like I just think the overall body style of the vehicles, and I think they can do some really cool things. So I don't know. I'm glad we got to experience it with our kids.
Was the remake good? Like, was Tron the remake a good movie? Did it make a lot of money at the box office?
You know, I'm just Tron. I don't know. I don't know what happened, and I've never seen it or know of it or watch. Is that bad?
Probably.
Yeah, I would say so. So.
Well, people saying watch the remake first, so
Okay.
the remake must have been better than the
Elizabeth
original
is
one.
here, and she says, "Hey guys." So we'll talk about the D23 again in a little bit, but I have to talk about. We just said it. We just talked about it on our podcast this weekend, and we won't give any away spoilers. But Spider-Man: Homecoming
Oh yes,
was so good.
it really was.
That was a really great movie.
Low expectations too. Like you have to have low expectations.
See, I was the opposite. I never went in with low expectations.
Hold on, have you seen Spider-Man the new movie?
I need to move our microphone.
It just came out. Hit yes or no if you have. If you've seen it, yes. If you haven't, no.
Elizabeth says she loves the Aaron Wallace mashup.
Nice.
He's my new best friend.
That was fun.
Literally.
Graphics. Dan says graphics much better in the new one. The old one is really dated. I just want to wait for people to respond to that.
I know. I'm
question.
sorry. I'm going too far
Clear,
ahead.
no.
I'm too excited.
Yeah, slow down a little bit.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'll take a step back.
Because a lot of people haven't seen it yet.
You do your thing.
I don't want to ruin it for them.
Okay, no worries. Keep going.
Someone said something about the Aaron Wallace mashup. What's that? The last.
Elizabeth,
the last,
yes.
Oh yeah.
This last show that we did.
That was a really long show, wasn't it, guys? No one's seen the new Spider-Man movie yet, so maybe I guess we can pump it up a little bit.
We can pump it up. We won't talk about any spoilers
yeah.
or any giveaways of the movie. I just talk about our overall, I guess, feel of the movie and sort of, I don't know. Yeah. Why you should see it. So, BJ says he likes the longer shows.
I know.
I'm working on it so hard.
It is hard. I don't know why it's so hard.
It's easy
for
when
me.
somebody like Aaron's on because it just keeps us all going. It's a different personality. It's somebody, he's got some cool things. It's not just me and Bruce.
Right. It is not like I don't have to be on the whole time.
Right. So it definitely makes it more fun. So maybe we should interview more people.
Maybe we should just have Aaron be a third host on the show every once a month.
I'm sure he'll love that.
Yeah. He'd do it. Tag him on. Tag Aaron. Tag her too.
Okay.
But tag Aaron on there. Say we need you to be the third host once a month, not every show.
The third host once a month.
One episode every couple of months maybe. We'll have him come on.
And then it'll just get weird if it's beyond that.
Yeah, we might fight and then like sibling rivalries.
BJ says he doesn't really mind if we have a snack 30 minutes in.
We can eat on the podcast?
Yes. Chelsea says she loved the show. Mary says Aaron Wallace show was great, but the Connie and Bruce needs to stay.
Okay, we'll stay.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for that.
I will not collaborate with Aaron then.
You're not going to do a show with him?
Bruce out now.
If you want
just
to.
kidding.
I mean, that's fine. It'll be less work for me, that's true.
That is true, no.
Can I still go to Disney with you?
Of course.
Alright, well then I'm in.
So, the Spider-Man movie. So, that, I feel like, it's a fun, fresh film with the new character,
A couple thoughts on that.
Okay, sorry.
Perfect pick for Spider-Man.
Yes.
He did a phenomenal job picking Spider-Man. And they did a really, really good job with the script.
I agree. The story is pretty good.
I don't know if the story's awesome.
Michael Keaton's in it.
But it's funny.
That's all you need
and
to know.
they keep you entertained the entire movie. There's no point in that movie where you're like, this is getting a little bit long.
No. I think that's one thing about the Marvel movies. Like, I never ever feel like that. In fact, with the Marvel movie, I'm always excited to go to the theater and pay that much money to go see a movie because, a movie's not cheap when you take a family of 5.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I get my money's worth when I see a Marvel movie. It's long, it's never boring, and it's just entertaining, and I love it. And I love how they do the credits at the end, and they have a little special thing at the end, and it's cool. It's definitely my new favorite thing.
I think Michael Keaton was the original Batman. No, we haven't talked about the redhead scene yet. Maybe we'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what our thoughts are on that. But Spider-Man movie, go check it out. Would you say it's a family movie, like with little kids?
I would say it's Spider-Man, so there was a lot of little kids there. I think that some of the scenes could go over. There's some fresh words.
There are some fresh words in there.
And the characters are high school age and above, so it's high school, think of what it was like for you in high school, maybe.
A little immature at some points.
Yeah, a little immature, a little bit trying to push the envelope, fit in, be cool, whatever. And so a couple of times I cringed because we didn't bring the kids we saw it alone, but the kids are really looking forward to see it. So our oldest, I know there's going to be a few scenes where I'm going to think.
That's a little bit awkward.
Yeah, but for the most part, it was really good.
It was pretty good. I agree.
It was okay.
I mean, we just set super high expectations for you guys for that movie now. So
now everyone's gonna say, which has happened to me in the past. There's been other influencers or people that I've listened to and watched, and they say, "Go see this movie," and I go and I'm disappointed.
Yes.
So take that with a grain of salt, I guess. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
That's pretty funny.
So, other than that, what else are? Oh wait, I'm sorry. Dan can't watch Spider-Man until I see Civil War. So said Connie. Yes, because I don't think you need to see Civil War per se, but it continues on. The story continues after Civil War.
Civil War introduces you to Spider-Man.
It introduces you to Spider-Man, and then the movie and then Spider-Man: Homecoming. Say that 6 times. Takes place right after the events of Civil War, so it's just a seamless transition, and it's cool to know what happened because there is a lot of reference to Captain America in the movie, which I don't think you'll.
Iron Man.
And Captain America.
Yeah.
In the movie, that you won't necessarily get the humor if you didn't see Civil War.
Right, that's true.
So that's what I mean. Iron Man's in it too, but yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good though.
And you know what?
Gotta go. Claire has to go. Bye, Claire.
An excuse to see another Marvel film. Like we can make a whole weekend out of it.
Someone said you can't usually go to the movies because it's a little bit pricey.
Yes.
It is pricey, you're right. But you know what we do? We just don't we cancel cable. We get to go to the movies.
Priorities. Yeah. I feel like if we are going to go to the movies, a Marvel movie or a Disney movie is the only ones we'll splurge to go see.
We don't go to as a family to the movies a ton.
No.
You and I go once in a while together.
They cry a little bit.
But you know what? We
gotta review it.
Yeah, it's part of our job. We gotta go to work.
Sorry.
You know what are you gonna do? You gotta work.
You can watch what's on demand or.
That's true.
Whatever's $1.99 that you can order.
So what are your thoughts on the redhead getting removed or changing in the Pirates ride?
I don't really have thoughts. I never did. I never thought of it as like
a weird scene where they're auctioning off women.
I never thought of it. That never crossed my mind at all. So
I don't even think that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some people out there who got offended by it, but
sure.
I didn't. Not once did I ever go through that scene and been like, "That's weird that they have that there." They're pirates. It's like from the old age. You gotta kind of expect that.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have daughters. Like, did you get offended by that?
No, I'm thinking of it like. No, it's so lighthearted and it's so short that I don't know. If you're really. I don't know.
What do you guys think of that?
I don't have much to say.
Why are you not answering that question?
Because here's the thing. I see both points of view. Like I see, and like I'm like right in the middle. You know?
Yeah, they don't want to be controversial at all.
I get it, but it to me it's like not a. I don't know. I could have stayed. I don't see it. I think there's so many more things to worry about.
Chelsea always thought it was kind of weird.
Okay.
I never
See,
thought
that's
of
what I mean.
that.
Like I'm in the middle. Like I can understand it being weird for some, or
someone. Hey, hello from France.
Oh my gosh.
How are you?
We know
somebody in France, Paris.
And I know we got a really cool postcard today.
Where is that postcard?
It is right here.
Yeah.
And Megan, when you're watching this later, because she can't join us.
I know.
She can't join us live because she's across seas and it's totally a different time zone, but she sent us this cool postcard.
It's like a 3D postcard.
Isn't it cool? Oh, my nails are horrendous. Sorry, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna put that back.
Patty says, but it seems kind of pirate. I thought it was kind of pirate behavior.
That's what I mean. So it's like it's it's definitely, I'm sort of floating in the middle. Like
if it was like if they just made that now and it was like, if it was set in our time,
that would be different.
It would be totally weird to me. But where it's pirates and it's set in the older days,
and it's a quick.
That's what pirates did. If you watch the movies, like,
yeah.
To me, it's just I didn't think that much of it.
But you're right. Like, we have girls, so I feel like that's a good question to ask. Or I feel like, you know, but again, I never really saw anything.
Hopefully they'll do something. I think they're just going to do something minor to it where it's not going to change too much, but they'll be more piratey, not so much auctioning off women.
Right.
I think they said she's going to be more of a pirate.
It'd be cool if the women would auction off the men.
I mean, why? Do that. Like, did they auction off pirates?
I mean, like, that would be perfect. Just to end it like that, or at least just for a little while. I don't know. Have some humor, I guess.
Jeff made it. He's a little late. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
BJ says, and it was never an issue until now? I guess not.
Yeah. Now everybody's always going to wonder or look and see what they're doing and compare. And
like,
definitely.
Are they going to nitpick every attraction now and say something's always going to offend somebody?
True. But I'm down with the female pirates. Chelsea thinks it's cool. I think it's cool. I think female pirate. I think that's what needs to happen.
A female pirate?
Yeah, to be.
Wasn't there a female pirate in number 4? And
yeah.
That movie was pretty bad.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. I'm just trying to say that there's no good female
that's
pirates.
Really
I'm just
bad.
saying that.
We're gonna end the show now.
That movie was bad.
Okay.
They need to do they could have a strong storyline.
You know that I don't have any words. I can't comment on that, on number 4, because I loved it.
I'm sure there's somebody watching that loved it.
I'm
There's
sure.
gotta be somebody out there that liked it.
One person?
Yeah. Somebody liked it.
I don't know. Barbossa is in that 4th one. I feel like it was cool with the mermaids, and I liked that story. I don't know. The Fountain of Youth.
Are we going back there again?
We're not going way back there, but I love the Fountain of Youth story, and it actually inspired us to go to, when we visited St. Augustine, we went to the Fountain of Youth there.
I guess it did make me want to go to see the Fountain of Youth.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I thought it was good. What else? I mean, come on. What do you want?
I don't know.
Elizabeth says she liked it. Patty says it's a great idea. I'm assuming it's with the
great
pirate.
idea. I think she's like coming up with the making that the redheaded pirate.
Elizabeth loved the mermaids in that movie. See?
I told you there was somebody out there that liked it.
One person. That's okay. Team talk too much. That's all right. We're all together here.
That is true.
So that's really, I mean, other than that, there hasn't been major news, because I think.
Well, Tron was major news, but it's not confirmed by Disney.
It's not confirmed, but what I think is happening, and this is my theory, is I think that there's teasers happening, but there's things that are going to be confirmed at the D23, which is
always what happens.
Which is always what happens, which is really exciting. I just hope that I don't go into it with high expectations like you always tell me not to do.
Yeah,
And
I have zero expectations of what to expect at this year's D23. Like, I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm just going there and have an open mind, and that's it.
Well, speaking of Tron, so I was looking, I read...
Hold on, Rick's here.
Oh, wait.
Hey, Rick's at the beach.
What?
Yeah.
What is happening? Why are we not at the beach? What is happening?
Do you think Brazil is coming to Epcot?
That was rumored.
That would be interesting.
That would be cool.
There's a lot of Brazilian people that go to Disney. And Epcot,
I always wanted Greece, just because I'm Greek.
I feel like they have some Greek stuff in the Spaceship Earth, though.
Yeah.
They talk about Greece.
That's just something that I always wanted, but Brazil would be cool. I think it would be just cool to see and how they fit. I mean, I feel like the space is so limited there. I don't know how they're gonna.
Where was it? Where rumored to be? Do you know?
I don't know, but okay. Chelsea says she's hoping for a Moana attraction, or as Bruce would say, Mona.
Mona?
It took me forever to get him to not say Mona.
Rob said he's gonna be hanging out with the Brazilian women.
A Brazilian steakhouse actually would do really well. I'm picturing kind of like an Ohana, but they carry around the meat.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
On the skewers almost?
Yes.
Mary says, can you do a show on the different countries? We should do that. I think we talked. Didn't we talk about that with Aaron?
So we started to, but then we realized it was like an hour and 10 minutes in, and we really couldn't, because that would have gone another hour just on the country. So that is definitely something we want to do. You and I.
Yes.
Probably not with, maybe with Aaron, I don't know, but definitely something we want to do in the near future, because I think that...
We should. That's something that I can't believe we haven't done that already.
I think there's so much to do, we just haven't been able to get there yet, which is good and bad.
Yes.
Like me, I just want to do everything at once, and you kind of...
You want to what?
I don't know. I just get too excited.
I think they are going to... Eric says, Epcot needs attention before they start construction at Magic Kingdom. I think they are going to announce some things at D23 about Epcot.
That is everybody's feeling.
I feel like they have to. They've done so many things with Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom.
It's time.
In the Magic Kingdom previous years, they got to do something at Epcot.
It's time.
They haven't done anything there for a while.
Yes.
I mean, they've updated Test Track and Soarin', but they haven't really done anything there.
No.
If you think about it, in a while.
I don't necessarily know exactly what I would want to see in Epcot. Maybe just, I don't know. We talked about this with Aaron a lot, and just get that feeling that was there when I was a child. I don't know how that can be created in the park because it's very expensive and things are constantly changing, but maybe like little mini things in the park where it's not just one attraction. That's, do you follow? Am I explaining myself okay?
No, explain it
Okay.
a little bit better, sorry.
Like
I'm a little slow.
Okay.
You have to do a better
And
job of explaining that.
And I just automatically think and assume you know what I'm saying. So I'll try to this again. What I'm saying is like I always had.
What's up, Brad?
Sorry, I had to do that. No, there's Brad's on YouTube.
Yes. He said good day.
He said.
He's in Australia.
Oh, that's so cool. I always thought of Epcot as almost like a NASA experience. Like you go there to see what's so new in technology. And,
yeah.
You know, I always remember being a kid and just being blown away with what's.
When did that stop for you?
I would say.
When we went there with our kids when they were first born?
Yeah,
like you're like, okay, this is
been a
kind
while.
of not as updated as I remember it being as a kid?
Yeah, probably. Eric says maybe a rehab of Ellen's Energy Adventure. It's weird because I still like that attraction. Maybe it's because it's like a nice place to relax. I don't really know why I like that attraction.
It's a nice one. You know what? It just needs to be updated. The things they talk about in that attraction are relevant today, but they're very
cool.
old.
Yeah.
Like, it's stuff that happened 15 years ago.
It's relevant.
It's relevant, but it's not like what we should be talking about when it comes to energy today. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they don't talk about...
I'm going to go with my theory of like an hour of relaxation and AC and it's comfy and I like it, but I hear ya. I definitely think there's something that needs to be... I always kind of, when the character meet spot, we go with the... to meet and greet the characters. I never really liked that. I used to love old Epcot where the characters would just appear.
Like they come on the bus?
Yeah. And so I kind of feel like, I don't know, I would rather see something else there.
I like when the characters are more out and about rather than in a specific area.
Happen, but
I do like that though.
I know you do.
Like I like
get
it's
really
like it's like seeing someone famous.
It is totally like seeing somebody famous. That's probably
they
why
have bodyguards and everything as they're walking through the parks.
So excited. I think I get more excited than the kids for sure.
You're like, I know him.
Kids are like, Mom, relax.
That's a little bit awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kara says she dislikes the character spots too.
Hello, Darren.
I'm just not used to it. I don't think I'll ever get used to it because it's just not something I remember seeing in Epcot. In Magic Kingdom, it's totally different. Going backstage with Mickey, that's super cool to me. I remember when I used to, when he had his house there and you got to see his house. That was super cool. Now going backstage to see him, it's still that same. I still get that same feeling like I'm going to.
You do get excited to go backstage. You really feel like you're going backstage at a movie.
You are.
Even though you know it's not the case.
You know that you're really getting to see him, so it's really exciting.
What's your favorite character?
Mickey Mouse. I mean, other than a villain.
Is it a villain?
Okay, so I really love Mickey.
Drop your favorite character in the comment box. I want to see what everybody's favorite character is. I thought you liked Ursula.
So here's the thing. Okay. I have this sort of obsession with all things villains. Like the villains are, it's like the yin and yang part of me. Like I have like.
So how about Your favorite
So,
good character
okay.
and favorite bad character.
So obviously, so Mickey.
Okay.
That will never change. And then villain is sort of a tie between Ursula.
Uh-huh.
Gosh, so hard. And Maleficent. Like those.
Oh yeah, Maleficent. You like
Those two are. It's hard. I can't ever choose between the two.
I think Mickey's my favorite character.
Yeah.
And my favorite villain's Barbossa.
Belle.
I love Barbossa.
Okay, wait a minute. Now you're opening up a whole new Now, see, I'm saying classic villains. Now you're gonna start talking about Barbossa, who's not necessarily.
He's a villain.
I mean, he's a villain, but
Pirates of the Caribbean. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Oh, Eric says Hook. Megan says Moana.
Hook, yeah.
Belle. Cinderella. I know there's so many. It's so hard. Alice. Donald. Tink.
It definitely is gonna have to go back to like the movies you watched as a child.
Tigger or Goof. I love reading these. Keep coming. Keep them coming. They're so adorable. I love seeing everyone's comment. Goofy.
I got Goofy right here.
I know. I'm actually surprised Goofy wasn't yours.
Goofy?
Yeah.
Mickey or Goofy? Those are probably up there.
Your top two?
Yeah. Mickey's a classic. I like Mickey. He's a classic character.
So, if you're gonna throw in villains.
Yeah. From
2000
cartoons?
No, for let's say
animated
villain,
or
let's say
real life?
Real life villains.
Yes.
I can't get enough of Nebula.
Nebula.
She's
awesome. Technically Marvel.
So what? She's so cool.
Not Disney.
I don't care.
She's Disney by default.
Disney by default. Okay, so my Marvel villain favorite has to be Nebula.
That's funny. She's a pretty good villain.
She is. So.
Was she technically good at the end though?
No, she'll always be a villain.
She's always gonna be bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Merida, our kids
Pluto.
love Pluto.
Our youngest daughter loved Merida when she was little.
Loves Merida. Disney owns Marvel, right? Yes.
It's still technically default.
He always says that.
Like they created pirates.
Okay, Rick, he's gotta go. He's at the beach and definitely sending us beach emojis.
All right,
it's
Rick.
alright. Can we block him?
I'll catch this one on the replay.
Just kidding.
The beach isn't as exciting as Disney. You can go. You can have your beach in the sand. I'm all set with that.
He doesn't like the sand as much.
I don't like the sand as much as I like Disney, so you can stay. I won't block you.
Rapunzel. I love reading everybody's comments.
That is, Barbossa's definitely my favorite. He's the greatest pirate ever.
Barbossa.
They picked a perfect character, a perfect actor to play him too. I think.
I think that it's almost like, yeah, it's like a gift. It's like when we're talking about Johnny Depp and how you can see that his character with Captain Jack Sparrow, like there is some truth in it. Like Johnny Depp can be.
He adapted it.
Yeah, it's part of
his mannerisms are there.
Yes, so it's kind of like cool how they do that. I mean, these casting directors, they're amazing. Like what they go through to pull out, what they see in certain individuals is really like amazing because it can make or break a movie. Like if it's the character is not really, don't you agree?
Yes.
Can you ever imagine Captain Jack Sparrow being anybody other than Johnny Depp?
Not now. I can't.
No, but it's true.
I remember watching Captain Jack Sparrow though when it first came out. I'm like, that's kind of an odd representation of Captain Jack Sparrow. I would have never have thought of that before seeing Johnny Depp do it.
Yeah.
But now after seeing it, you're like, that's perfect.
Yeah. Well, let's just say, all I have to say is Captain Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp, Nebula is Spider-Man, the newer Spider-Man. That's my Boston coming out.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Britta says it's her first Facebook Live with us, and she loves the podcast. She's going to Disney in 17 days. Everybody, welcome, Britta. You are...
Sorry.
That was a little obnoxious.
You said welcome her. I was welcoming her.
That was loud. April says she's glad she finally caught us live, and she's been raving to her husband about our podcast.
So he probably doesn't like us.
So he's annoyed by us. He's like, April,
I am sick of you talking about it.
I can't take it anymore.
That's a little weird, I'm not going to lie.
No, my gosh, that's so funny.
But that's funny, though. Thank you so much for joining us. All these people joining us live for the first time, does that mean we do a bad job marketing the show?
Probably.
Yeah. Because we've been doing this live show for a long time.
She's a Boston native over here.
Over here.
Megan asks, off topic, that's okay. We are kind of all over the place on these live shows.
There's a topic?
There's never a topic. So just
the live show is very random.
Yes.
We should call it the random show.
We should call it Unlocking the Randomness. So, that was funny?
Yes.
Okay. So, off topic, but 1 month out for...
Wicked cool, someone said, Brenda.
for her Walt Disney World trip, booking fast passes tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Is Haunted Mansion too scary for a 3-year-old? That is such a great question.
That is a good question.
Because okay, whenever we're in line, we always see 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, sometimes older kids. The queue is pretty freaky. Like, the queue itself, I feel like, especially the cast members, their job is to really get you feeling like you're going into a haunted mansion. So they're very...
in character.
In character, and especially if you go at night, it's really dark. Maybe not so much during the daytime, but it's spooky. And I feel like that atmosphere gets the kids kind of really nervous of what's about to happen. So we've heard kids like screaming and crying right as the door opens. So you shuffled in line, and then you go into the main lobby area of the mansion.
Yeah.
And it's really dark. But once you can sort of pass that, it's so lighthearted and adorable. It's just that transition where if you feel like he or she's gonna, you can tell at that moment if they're gonna make it or not. Some kids, they start to cry, and then their parents that are with them are able to kind of like get them back up. And
I would just have them watch YouTube.
And you know what? I'm out of here. Like, seriously, you're so smart.
Just have them watch a YouTube video of it. And then they know what to expect.
But really, it's definitely... You're so smart. Why did I think of that?
I don't know. You going on and on. Teen Talks Too Much was full effect right there.
But don't you feel like that is the case? Like, the queue is more scary, and like the main lobby. Then once you get on the ride itself, the attraction, the moving...
It's not scary at all.
It's lighthearted and fun, but it's dark, and so...
And then when we unlocked the the Haunted Mansion, rather, that was the issue. After Walt passed away with the one in Disneyland, the original attraction, they were debating on where they should go with the attraction. They didn't know if they should go more of the frightening version or more of the funny one, and the funny one went up.
Yes.
The more lighthearted, funny version.
Well, they also were going to make it a walkthrough, which would be really difficult because if some people got startled and stopped, and then it would just derail the whole experience of the attraction.
But just watch a YouTube video. It'll show them exactly what they can expect, and then they'll at least know they won't be so scared.
And there's some kids that are braver than others. Clay says there was a 3-year-old on Tower of Terror the other day with us. That would have been our 3-year-old. I mean, totally unfazed by all of it. But sometimes they see, like I said, the cast members are really great at what they do in storytelling, and they really get you to believe that you're there, and so it kind of gets you...
She asked if Fast Pass skips the scary part. No.
It scared me. April says
the scariest part is when you walk in that first room, and then it like goes down, or it raises.
The stretching room.
Yep. And then the lightning hits. That's the scariest part.
The lightning, the room gets dark, the lightning strikes, and then, there's screams. But if you can make it past that, it's okay.
Earmuffs and sunglasses.
It's just hard because you don't want to take your daughter or son on the attraction and then have them cry the whole time. Or, I can imagine that would be very stressful.
The stretching room is the only scary part, I think, for kids.
Rob told me not to call you smart because it will get to your head.
That's fine. It'll never get to my head.
Oh my gosh, my nephew screamed, "Get me out of here," in the portrait room when he was 5. Oh.
Who said that?
Liz.
Oh my god.
That definitely... I'm not going to say.
Devlin, if you're watching this right now.
Yeah, I knew you were going to.
We were at a haunted place, and I wish I videotaped this because we would have won so much money on like America's Funniest Home Videos. But totally non-Disney related. We were at a haunted mansion. He was freaking out. And how old was he? He was about 6 or 7, wasn't he?
He was older, but just old enough where he really, like, 3 is a funny age. Either it goes over their head or it doesn't, but that particular age, like 6 or 7, he really knew what was going on. He really was scared of what was again, the queue and that first room. If you can just get to that point and they're okay, then it's fine. Because after that, it's totally fun. I mean, the music, just everything about the Haunted Mansion is so much fun.
Except if you stop in the middle of it.
That's
and all of a sudden you just stop.
And you kind of just wait.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but I love the music enough that I don't care. As long as
it's pretty relaxing too. It's nice and cool in there.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
You have somebody with you. It's kind of like just hanging out.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Joanna says you can skip that part. I think you have to ask a cast member. I've never done that. So we'll have to...
I've never wanted to.
We'll have to... I know.
Bye, Mary. Have a good night.
We'll have to ask. We did, again...
We'll have to ask if you can, just for information.
Yeah, we will definitely do that.
So we don't really want to, but just in case.
I'm assuming that would get... I wonder if that's sort of like something that they can do, wink wink, but they don't really want to broadcast because it would... And if that were the case, like so many
everybody would
people
just be like, I'm scared, let me just cut everybody.
Really? You
I know,
how
that's
do
why I
they
said
know? So it's kind of like a wink, wink, but we could totally... It really depends. Sometimes it just depends on the cast members, on a lot of the stuff that I've been researching and our experience. Like, it just depends on who's there and...
How they feeling that
how
day.
they feeling that day.
Clay says, did y'all see that Tomorrowland is getting a new roller coaster ride?
I did not.
That's the Tron one.
Oh, sorry.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Were you here earlier?
I was not.
You were talking too much.
No. Sorry.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Talk too much, not paying attention.
Patty said they said... Sorry. We had a doom buggy stop just in front of the door that shakes the haunted soul. The door knocker got a little creepy. That's actually my favorite scene.
The door knocker?
I love that.
My favorite scene is the one with the big giant glass. And then you can look down on the dining room. Because I love the story that Ruley told, that was actually supposed to be something different. And then he also said that there was like a bullet hole in the glass. And I always forget to look for it when I'm in Disneyland.
Every single time.
I went on there a couple times and I forgot to look for it.
Yes.
So. It's also because it had a layover, though. I mean, not a layover. Yeah, a layover.
I'm just reading more and more. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Keep going. You can keep talking.
I don't know what I was saying. We had a doom buggy stop just in front of... Oh,
I already read that.
All right, you're there.
Patty says she loved the dining room, too.
I do love it. The dining room scene's funny. Kind of brings the whole ride together.
I think, overall, I like the graveyard scene in the end. I did just the singing, and it's just such a seamless attraction. It's cool how they were able to get some scary and some humor all blended together. That's incredible. I really think they did a good job. For just knowing the history of the Haunted Mansion and how it was sort of like an unknown thing of what they were doing. I mean, even the story is still kind of like unsure and uncertain. You know, there's been different talks about what exactly is there, what is the story.
Well, if you do a little research, Rolly episode, Eric, is number 89.
He just looked that up.
Yes.
He doesn't know that off the top of his head.
So...
Sorry.
I don't know.
I saw what you're trying to do there. It's like, by the way, 89.
I was looking it up.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't remember what I was saying now.
About the story, about the Haunted Mansion. I'm sorry, I derailed you. Anyway, Clay says he wishes he could record the Flight of Passage, but he couldn't.
I think we talked about that. I don't want to see it. I want to see it in person for the first time, I think.
Yes, I know.
You know?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people out there, our kids included, who love watching the attractions on YouTube or videos of it, but I like
That's one that you want to wait for.
Yeah, I want to experience them all for the first, especially the new ones. I want to experience for the first time in person.
Darren says it's a great ride, the Haunted Mansion, for how old it is. And April says the graveyard diggers with their shovels, my favorite part, not so scary.
I'm excited to see the original Haunted Mansion without an overlay.
Oh, we're going to Disneyland?
I'm going. I don't know if you are, but I'm going.
That is going to be amazing.
Yes.
The overlay is cool, and I think there's so many reasons to love the overlay in Disneyland and the Haunted Mansion, but for people like us who have never seen the original as is, I think we're craving
to see that original version of it. I'm so excited to see it. I'm excited to see the original entrance, the original waiting area.
Hopefully our kids aren't watching because now they know we're going to Disneyland.
I told them already.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had to ask for money.
No, that's right.
I had to go to work.
That's true, actually. But yeah, I definitely think that's going to be...
It's going to be so much fun.
So much fun.
We'll be broadcasting live. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes and Stitcher Radio.
Who's on here that hasn't subscribed?
I don't know. Is there anybody on here that hasn't subscribed? Is there anybody on here who just sees us on Facebook and not the podcast?
Oh my gosh. Or hasn't listened to the podcast? I doubt it. right? Because how would they know?
I don't know. Maybe there is. There's a couple people like, you have a podcast?
Wait a minute.
That was just two random people
You
in here
two randomness.
talking about
Darren, me, what? You gotta listen to the podcast.
What?
He hasn't subscribed.
Kidding me.
All right, Darren.
Sorry.
We're gonna give you
That's
this
it.
1 week
I'm blocking you next week if you don't
to get
subscribe.
it. Yes, you gotta let's get going here. Right after you are done here with us, you're gonna subscribe. Rob says, yeah, me.
Yeah.
Chelsea, she loves the podcast. Places that you can smell. I know you sent us a message about being able to smell everything on that attraction, and that's pretty.
That is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I would like to see that actually.
So, Patty, we are going to we are going out west. We are going to the D23 and possibly Disneyland.
Yes, I don't know about California Adventure, but definitely Disneyland. D23 one day, and then Disneyland. I'm going to Disneyland. If I gotta go alone, I'm going.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Maybe you guys won't watch the show if it's just me broadcasting live by myself.
I think they would.
But
Okay.
I'm going.
So, that said, we're actually going to
Yes.
plan for our short trip. We are not sure exactly what days we're going to be doing live or exactly the details yet, but we're hoping to iron those out within the next few days because we're leaving soon. So it's going to be really exciting though. They have an app, the D23 app that we have to download.
Have you gone on it yet?
I have just reading and trying to get it all going, but yeah, I'm really excited.
And also, I pinned our Patreon page if you guys want to join our Patreon account, and then you can get inside our private Facebook group. We'll probably be doing some live shows from the D23 and Disneyland inside of that group for our members because, you know, you guys support us and we want to give you some extra content. So if you want to join there, that link is right there for that. Darren, go subscribe to the podcast, you.
Come on.
You crazy guy, you.
That's it.
Like this post if you could. Share this page out if you know anybody who loves Disney as much as we do, all of us here. And just welcome them to the community. This is a great place for everybody to come kind of hang out. And if you have questions, leave them in a comment, post them on our page, and everybody else kind of hops in there and answers them if we don't know the answer, if we don't get to the question. So I think that's I think that's a good part of being part of this little thing we got going on here is that if somebody asks a question in the comment,
it's like a family.
Yeah, everybody kind of jumps in and answers too.
No, it really is.
So
I
know this is a short show, but we're gonna go get ready because we're leaving like in 2 days, and we just decided we're leaving. So we're gonna go get ready.
We're gonna literally go get that packing list.
Yes.
And start packing.
So we're gonna get that to get started, guys. Thank you so much. Podcast will be out this week, probably Wednesday or Thursday, and then catch us live later on in the week. Subscribe, or not subscribe, but like our page here so you get notified when we do go live, guys, okay? And have a great night, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for watching.
Honestly.
YouTube, we're still on. Thanks, guys. We love you guys.
Any top tips for Disneyland goer and for Disney World for this first time in October? So many.
You send us an email, info@unlockingthemagic.com, and we will answer it on this weekend's show.
Yeah.
Leave your name in there so I'm allowed to say it on the air. All right? Thank you guys for watching. Have a great night.